Hi, my name is Dinesh and I'm going to talk about the introduction for heat. Thermal energy is a type of energy that includes heat. Heat energy exists in every material. The movement of minuscule atoms, molecules or ions in solids, liquids and gases produces heat energy. Heat is the result of the movement of kinetic energy within a material or an item, or from an energy source to a material or an object. There are three types of heat energy, which is radiation, conduction and convection, through which such energy can be transferred. Okay, for the article 1, literature review. According to science, heat is the transfer of energy from a hot object to a cold object. Heat energy is all around us in volcanoes, in icebergs and in your body. Heat energy is the result of the movement of tiny particles called atoms, molecules or ions in solids, liquids and gases. Heat is the flow or transfer that occurs as a result of the temperature differential between two objects. Heat can be transferred with particles collision. Particle energy increases with temperature. It is possible for some of this energy to be transferred to cooler particles. For example, in the gas state, when a fast-moving particle strikes a slower-moving particle, some of the energy from the collision is transferred to the slower-moving particle, increasing its speed. That's all for literature review 1. So this one is for the article 2, literature review 2. Heat is the transfer of energy from one body to another or from an energy source, a medium or body. Such energy transfer occurs in three ways: radiation, conduction and convection. For the conduction process, conduction is the process of heat transfer from the hot end of a body to the cold end. Heat naturally flows from a hot object to a cold object. For radiation, thermal radiation is the transfer of heat from a hotter body to a cooler body when the bodies are not in direct contact or physically separated. For convection is the transfer of heat from one place to another by the movement of liquids. That's all from me. Thank you.
There are three types of heat energy. The first one is conduction. Conduction is a type of thermal energy that involves the movement of the parts of an object without the object itself moving. It can be represented by objects in all phases, be it solid, liquid, or gas. The vibrational motion of the particles of an result in an increase in thermal energy in each atom or molecule, which is transferred into contact with the neighboring atoms or molecules within the object. Lastly is radiation. Radiation occurs when the heat travels directly from a source to another location as waves of energy. When a heat wave hits a cooler object, it accelerates the molecules of the cooler object. As object heats up, an object heats up as its molecules accelerate. For example, the heat part radiates from the sun to the earth, warming the earth. very significant to us, and almost all aspects of our life center around heat. It happens around us all the time, even if we can't see it. Heat comes in many forms, and each has its own impact on human life. We have capitalized on heat, and it has in turn made our lives much more easier and more comfortable. Heat has come a long way and has been through many stages of development, which has brought it to where it is today, and has been able to improve our lives for the better. Without heat, we wouldn't have the comforts we take for granted, such as a hot shower in the morning, air conditioning, or a nice hot meal. Heat is vital to us, and it has been a great help to not only humans but to planets and everything on Earth, and also the Earth itself.